teaching disaster preparedness to the youth is often a challenge, especially with the use of traditional learning materials. Using play as a creative learning strategy, civil defense engages the potential of the youth to contribute to local disaster preparedness efforts. Based on the 2015 census, half of the 100 million population of the Philippines are aged 24 years old and below. Recognizing the potential contribution of the youth in disaster risk reduction activities, the Parish Youth Ministry of St. Anne in Taguig City thought of innovative ways to engage their youth members in disaster preparedness. Enter Francis Gasgonia, a board game designer, who partnered with them to set in motion the development of Civil Defense, a board game he has been working on since 2014.
I came across this methodology wherein you're learning something but in a way that you're also having fun. So I wanted to use that principle, and what I know best and what I like doing is playing board games then at the time.
Through the support of TUKLAS Innovation Labs, the Civil Defense team explored innovative ways of capturing the interest of the youth in disaster preparedness. Coming from the field of humanitarian response and community development, Francis developed a board game that made complex disaster preparedness and humanitarian action concepts easier to understand. Based on lived disaster experiences and inputs from the youth, the innovation team enhanced civil defense.
So our primary committee is here in Taguig City with the Parish Youth Ministry of Santa Ana and also the Red Cross Youth organization of Colegio de Santa Ana. We're not limited to just one community when we tested out our innovation. We tested our game in Baguio City, a co-innovator in Baguio City, and then we also tested the game with indigenous peoples that are partners with another community in Dingalan, Aurora. Also there, we were able to expand from the basic set of English. We refined the language to make it more appropriate for senior high school or even 13-year-olds and up. We developed a Filipino translated version of the game. And based on the feedback, we expanded the types of hazards or disasters incorporated in the game.
Instead of competing to win, young players learn to work together to bring aid to the towns of Caledonia, the country in which the game is set.
Because I've seen it with the new players, it's always the common reaction to see them when they start playing. They're always excited. They see it's not another seminar, it's not another lecture, it's not another book or textbook that we're going to pitch to them or bring about, especially 11-year-olds, 12-year-olds. Most of the feedback they gave to me is that they really liked how they were able to practice giving or sharing. Because one of the objectives of the game is we provide disaster assistance or disaster preparedness assistance to a particular city that's in need. It's a competitive game, it will also be cooperative, and it has values, supportive values for being more charitable towards the plight of other people.
Appreciating the power of play, the innovation team plans to further enhance the game and supply the product to their target partners, local government units, public schools, humanitarian organizations, and disaster preparedness agencies.
And in 3 to 5 years, at least one set available per school or per classroom. So they could use this as a complementary tool for disaster preparedness curriculum.